but I wanted the great report. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, I apologize for it being so late. Guys, this one has to do with a reptilian abduction, if you know what I mean. If you guys never heard of these before, they're supposedly reptile men that abduct people. Reptilian man is, just look it up. If you hear a little beeping noise, was Discord. This is a man's experience. He says he had what he can only consider to be a new reptile abduction. He was taken sometime after falling asleep around 11 p.m. on Monday night, about 25th of 9/25/17. The first abduction he can pinpoint since the December 2016 when it addresses. He woke up feeling devastatingly exhausted despite going through sleep at least 7 hours. Then he noticed about a third of the device he had owned had been hit by a power disruptor. Computer, TV, lights, all had to be restarted. Meanwhile, a microwave had the clock radio with no battery backup never lost their set time. All completely unacceptable, unaffected. It's completely unaffected. And then he noticed a kind of scaly skin pattern had appeared overnight on both index fingers. Each of them one covered half the finger, like a mirror of the other. This reminded him of the twin scary patch breakouts he experienced before, at least a year ago. Only the corner of both his wrists. And that case, too, they seemed to appear overnight. At the time, he had no other recall experience to associate with this development or any abduction sighting, so he was willing to entertain the idea of it was just extremely odd coincidence. But no type of Prosaurus or Ichthyologist would appear on two limbs in the exact same spot overnight unless something is going on genetically. So he presumed he was abducted that night and had some sort of reptilian gene active, especially because of what happened next. Something very disturbing happened when he was taking pictures of his hand with the S6 smartphone. At the time, he was parked in his car with the engine off. With a few seconds of taking the first picture, he heard a very loud hiss. At the first thought, his car had blown its air conditioner, coolant, or radiator hose. It was just that loud. When he went to take a picture of the hand, he heard a hiss again, and he realized it was coming from his smartphone. He was actually able to get the phone mic to his ear to hear the tail end of it. There was absolutely no app or music playing. YouTube app or browser open. The camera app was still in photo taking mode. He was as disturbed by this that he immediately taped over both phone cameras and he says he's not going to bother by abduction, but I don't know, being stared at in real time by anyone. So he was a little confused. That motivated this hiss by whatever reptile was watching. Were they surprised by the skin effect too, or was just noticed that perhaps they were also upset that he was a photographer photographing it? He did do some research afterwards and found out that fingerprints can easily be read from photos nowadays, so perhaps it was just warning not to publish them. Because of this, he's going to refrain from publishing high-resolution pictures of his fingertips, as probably anyone should nowadays. Well, guys, there are a lot of other. There's a lot longer, but I got this off of phantomsandmonsters.com, as I do a lot of these. The website that I was getting a lot of my stuff off had shut down, so I'm having to randomly look up stuff to give y'all. Well, not randomly look up stuff, you know what I'm saying. I'm having to do a lot of the work, which is fine by me because you guys love this stuff, and I maybe just get 5 views, but hey, 5 views is better than no views, and I used to have that a lot. So let me know if there's anything you want me to look up. Leave a like and leave a comment, and I will do my best to look it up, and I will mention your name if it was your idea on chat. Well, not on chat, on here, on the next YouTube video. I've done that in the past. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, like if you liked, leave a comment. Good luck. Good night. God bless.